Greetings, friends. I just wanted to take a few moments to personally greet everyone. Mary and I miss being with all of you. We missed you last week. These are certainly unprecedented times. I think we'd all agree with that. But I also want to remind you that God is not surprised by the events of today. He is still on his throne. He's ruling. He's reigning over all. He's sustaining all things by the word of his power and working all things together for our good and for his glory, all at the same time. So hopefully even as all this is going on, you're finding yourself uh, trusting God, reminding yourself of who he is. He's still on the throne. Nothing has changed there, and we'll get through this. But I do want to take a moment just to update you on what we're planning to do, particularly for this Sunday service. I'm going to then follow up with another video and some information, maybe tomorrow or Sunday, on what we're going to be doing with the life groups, and then how we're approaching and thinking about ongoing care for one another, the elders' care for all of you, in again this unprecedented time that we're in. As we stated before, we are not acting out of fear by not meeting on Sundays or even not having our normal life group rhythms of meetings. We are, I think, acting out of wisdom and obeying the governors and other leaders of our country, their instructions to us, which we believe is for the good of us all. And so this is what we're doing at this point. The plans that I'm about to share with you for Sunday, I've got to say, are the best thing we can do right now, given what limitations have been put upon us and the protocols that have been put out by the CDC, by the state government. And one of the big things is presently we're limited to not meeting or gathering together with others with 10 or more people. So we have to be 10 or less in any meetings that we do right now. The other thing I've got to note at this point is this could change later today or tomorrow. We could find out that our governor is going to do this, follow suit with California and New York and shut down all meetings of any kind that are not absolutely essential. We do have some Plan B ideas in place. We'll be ready to go with if that happens. But rather than, I don't want to complicate things at this point. I just want to let you know that you'll need to just keep an eye out for emails and other communications from us to know what's coming. So for right now, this is what we're thinking about doing. This is what we're planning to do this Sunday, barring some immediate change that comes from the governor, which we're hoping won't happen. We're not expecting at this point. So we're going to meet with a small group, a selected few of 10 or less at the building this Sunday. It's going to include the pastors, a small worship team, and some folks to help us with the technical side of things like sound, cameras, and computer. And our plan is to do a live streaming time of worship, preaching of God's word, followed by a time of prayer. We feel like this could be actually a lot more effective than I think most of us would have imagined it would be. It's not what we would prefer to do. We'd much rather be all together. And as soon as we're able to do that, we will look forward to worshiping physically together, face to face before the Lord again. But thank God for this technology that we have that allows us to do this. So what we're asking, here's a couple of pieces that we're asking from all of you. Firstly, we're asking those with prophetic gifts to be sensitive to how the Spirit might be speaking. And if the Spirit of God, you feel, gives you a word for the church to share with the church body, much like we would do in our normal Sunday services, what we want to ask you to do is you can send that in advance to us, or even while we're worshiping via live stream. You could email those to Michael at michael.robel@gccdenver.org. Now, don't worry, you're getting all of this in an email, because the link to this video is part of an email with everything I'm sharing with you is bulleted for you in the email, including Michael's email address that you can send it. So Michael will be kind of monitoring any words that are coming in and determining if it's the right timing to include them, and we'll read them for you in the service so we can all benefit from them. Then if anyone has a prayer request, what we'd like you to do, and if this is something that you'd like us, along with the whole church, to pray for in that Sunday service, we're going to have a time of prayer at the end of this live stream service, and this will also be live. So if there's a prayer request that you would like shared at that time, and for us to pray with you and invite the whole church to do it, send that to prayer.gccdenver.org. And again, this is in the email we're sending you. So it's an email, special prayer email that Jeff has set up. You can send prayer requests throughout the week to that as well. We're going to be monitoring those, and we'll be praying for people and following up with people as needed from that. We're also asking everyone to do your best to join in with us via live stream video. And so Jeff is going to send everyone a link to that. We're also hoping to get that link up on our website. It's not there yet, but as soon as that is up and running, we'll let you know that. And that might be easier for some of you, just to go to our website and click on, live link, live stream worship. But you'll get a link from Jeff. You can just click right on it in the email, and it should take you right to a YouTube video that's live. And you'll need to turn up the volume and so on your device so you can hear it and participate that way. For anyone that's not sure how to do this, or you're afraid to do this, you aren't really very technologically oriented for whatever reason, please, firstly, maybe talk to your life group leader. You could also contact us. Between us, we'll make sure that someone gets to you to help you get set up with this. In addition to this, some of our life groups, some of the leaders talk to us about this. Some of them may be trying to organize or make available some smaller groups within the life group of people who would like to gather together Sunday morning in these small groups and homes and watch the live stream together. If you would like to do this, firstly, contact your life group leader to see if that's being discussed and is available, and where you could plug in. However, we also want to say it's very important that any groups that do gather like this follow the protocols listed below in the email that we're sending you for meeting together. So that we're all doing our part to minimize the spread of this virus and protecting one another. And that includes those who are sick, not participating. You'll see those details in there. Those who are over 65 with underlying health issues, or anybody of any age who has respiratory or immune health issues. You should not come to any meeting, even if it's just 2 or 3 people. It just wouldn't be wise for you to do that. So just watch it, therefore, on live stream video. So we're going to ask you to look through those. They're in the email. Read the public meeting protocols that we have there. Again, this is for not only all of our safety, but particularly we're trying to protect those among us who are most vulnerable. And that includes not only people in our church, but people outside of our church, neighbors, family members, etc. So please follow those, and hopefully we'll find that this is far better than we imagined, and hopefully this whole thing will be over soon and we'll be back to meeting together. Look forward to that, and we'll be praying for all of you, and look forward to our time worshiping God in all our various homes and places that we're gathering this Sunday. Lord bless you. See ya.